Hey y'all, Rhonda here. I'm so excited. Well, can you tell a difference? I'm using the new mic. I'm all excited. So we'll see if this works good. Let me know your thoughts. I didn't think I had any problems at all. And then, of course, the crafty pressure is real. So I saw my friend Erin Reed Makes, and she got one. And I thought, maybe I need one of those. No one had ever complained. No one had ever said anything. When I do my editing, I thought everything was fine. But, so I went on and Amazon and I was looking around and I found one. It actually has two mics. And of course, I didn't pay that much money for it because I'm not a real YouTuber yet. So I thought, well, I'll just get one and play with it. So I ordered it. And I think it was my very next video. I mean, it was on its way. And someone had made a comment that they had a hard time hearing me. That I guess they had to turn me way up or something. Okay. So we're going to try this and see. So let me know what you think. If you like the old way, the new way, yeah, let me know what you think. Okay, down to business. Well, the age-old question of how do you store dies? I mean, there are at least 1,056 ways to do it. But I thought I would come on and let you know a few of the ways that I do, and maybe that'll help. Maybe that'll spark something, and you can take a little bit of this and use it how you want, because it's all about what works for you. What works for this person, this person, me, may not work for you at all. We all craft differently. We all think differently. We all use things differently. So this is just some ideas. And like I said, I hope it helps. I hope it helps. Well, a lot of times you get dies in like this. There's no pictures. And you think, okay. Well, then you cut it out and it's not what you think, and you pick the wrong colors. And so it's just nice to have a little something so you'll know what this is. Because looking at this, I mean, would you really know? Well, you know that's going to be a basket. But what are these other pieces for? This, you would have no idea. I mean, I didn't have any idea until, I had to look it up. So one of the ways I found to do this is, let me grab this. A little book like this. Let me scoot you back just a little bit so we can see a little better here. I also got a new tripod, and I thought it was just like my old one, and it really is up until you get to this part up here. My old one, I could swivel it all around. This one I can't. But I had to have something that clamped onto the sides of my phone because of the microphone. So we'll see. Where this is all fun and games, we'll see how it goes. All right. So I feel like I'm a little off kilter here. Trying to move stuff so it's not distracting. Distracting. You go up just a little. Okay. We're all working this out. Okay. These little books, they're little binders. You can find these on Amazon, Temu, AliExpress. You can find these all over the place, all different sizes. This one happens to be a little 6-ring binder here. I get out my favorite ruler. This is a Victor, also on Amazon. And I have a lot of this stuff on my Amazon list. It's not an affiliate link or anything. It's just things that I like, that I use. And that should be listed in the description. And now that my phone is like that, it's making a shadow. Okay, we're going to work it all out. All right, this is 6 7/8 by 9 1/16 is the measurements here. And then as far as the spine, it is a 1 1/8 spine. And these are pretty sturdy. I don't have any qualms with them. You can buy inserts, all different shapes. See here, depending on your needs. So I have some that have the pockets. I have some that are full. And these are really inexpensive. Grab this. What do we have here? Some of them are top loading. Some of them are side loading. Here's one with 4. Let me grab this. Get this out of here for you. Because sometimes we have those dies that have a lot of little bitty pieces. Come on. So this one has 4 pockets. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they have a little flap here. So that's nice for little things. These are also great for ephemera. Sorting ribbons, laces. With these little flaps, they usually do the job. If you want a little more secure, a little dot of Velcro. Just a little one. I mean, if you have a small one, cut it in half. You need just a little something to tack that down, and Velcro would be just perfect. So there's some with 4 in them. Here's one with 3 pockets. So here's 2 of the smaller ones, and then a larger one down here. And again, just the little pockets like that. And then these are full. And those are full pockets. And they all interchange. Just whenever you order, just make sure you look at the measurements. So let me show you what I did with this one. This has a little closure, if you want to use that. It has little notches there. So that holds it nice and neat. I do have it filled up quite a bit. And with it being as full as it is, I don't like that pulling on it. It just kind of puckers it up. It's just a personal thing. So on this one, this is some brand new dies that I just got in from KS Craft, which I absolutely love. But they come in packages that don't have pictures. Whoops. So I went on the website and copied, have the, or whatever size, copied the picture of the die, loaded them all up, and then I have grab this, handy dandy. I forgot reaching back there. I have my mic on so you can still hear me really well. This is an HP sprocket. And this is all it is. And you load the paper in there. Come on. Like that. Little magnetic closure there. That's it. You charge it. That's it. You download the app. You pick your picture, and out it comes. And you can alter them. You can do collages. And it's a little 2x3 picture. Absolutely love it. And so I bought a little pack. So I got this, and there were stickers and markers and all kinds of stuff. So that is really handy. So that's what I use to make these little pictures. And again, I just made the collage. So I put 4 on one of those little pictures and then cut them apart. So now flipping through this, oh, I forgot that one. I can see exactly what it is. I mean, sometimes you can tell, but this one, can you tell? No. So there's a little picture showing exactly what it is. So you can flip through and see exactly what it is. And these hold a lot. So you notice there's most of these dies. I have the 2. Here's a larger one. This one happens to zip on the side. So there's a large set and a small set of the same bow die. So I put those in there together. This is a little truck. This is the main piece that you buy. Has the truck, and then it has all the bunny stuff in there. But then there's add-ons. So there's Valentine's, Halloween, and Christmas. But when you look at it, you can see exactly what it is. So that I have a P-Touch brother. I mean, really, is that a snowflake? Is that a... Nope, it's a die. I mean, it's a bow. There's a wallet. But I have a Brother P-Touch labeling machine. And then I will just go on here and print off a label that says KS Crafts Easter 2024. And then I'll probably do that on the spine. So when I stack them up, then I can pull it. I mean, just like a book. So I know it's Easter. Flip through there, get what I want. And this one happens to be a little long. And I just tucked the flap underneath and let it hang out there. It's not going anywhere. These also come in, if you don't like the clear, if you want something a little nicer, they come in this leather look. Same thing. These are fun to use with Elizabeth Craft dies. All of the Planner Essentials, those are the same holes. So that's really nice. So there's that one. All right, so that's one way. Let's move this over here. All right. So then we have dies like this that you get all nice and neat in the package. See what it is. But once you take it in and out a couple of times, the little flap on there is not as sticky. And once you pull these off a couple of times, it's not near as sticky. With spellbinders, what's nice, is they have these on this plastic carrier. And then there's the picture of it on this. So that makes it really nice. You can actually, like this gets torn up really easily. Leave them in there as long as you want, as long as you can, or as soon as you get it, you want to file them away in your filing system. So what are you going to do with these? You can keep them on this carrier when, and you see there's a piece of double-sided tape there. When it gets worn out, you can put another piece of double-sided adhesive, score tape, and keep using that, pulling it on and off. What do you do with this? My favorite way are these envelopes. These are Avery L. This one extra large, so this is 6 3/4 by 9 3/8. You get 50. They come in several sizes. This one is 5.5 by 7 3/8. They're plastic pockets. They're sturdy. They're not real thick. I mean, you don't want them thick because they're going to take up a lot of space, but they're going to hold up just fine. So I take these, slide them in like that, and they're taken care of. So what do you do after this? Do you stack them up? Do you throw them in a box? Well, if I don't see it, I don't use it. And like I said, they come in all different sizes. So for your big dies, your smaller dies, they come in, I think, smaller and another size in between. But these are great. So what do you do with these? Again, I have to see them or I won't use them. I forget about them. Out of sight, out of mind. All kinds of containers. Grab one here. This one is actually a smaller one. I did this because I wouldn't be able to get it on camera. Refrigerator bins. I have some on my Amazon list. They come in every size, every shape imaginable. Just make sure when you look for these, the measurements are for the outside, not for the inside. Okay? Some of them will have the inside measurement because there is a difference. I have gotten them before and think, oh, that's going to be just the perfect width. And when I get it, it's just a smidge off because they measure it from the outside to outside. They come different widths here as far as or different heights on the sides. They come in different lengths. It's just, your needs, your space. What I like to do is place them in here upright. You can alphabetize them. You can put them by category, by theme. I do all the above. I have my Christmas together. I have my florals together. Easter together, my main themes. But there are some brands, sorry, I lost my word. There are some brands that just don't fit in anywhere. So I have them by brand. And I know, it's like All in Create, Stamping Bella, because I want to keep all those together. I actually collect those. I have all the Stamping Bella oddballs, which I just love. So I do keep them by theme, I do keep them by shape, and I do keep them by maker. You can do any of those or all those like I do. So I have these in this bin, all nice and neat, so I can just flip through them. Well, how do you know where one starts and one stops as far as the theme, as far as the maker? I take an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, which I don't have, here. 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and I cut it in half long ways like this. You may want to do all this and you may not. It may be overkill for you. I take my Brother labeling machine and I'll put spellbinders, or I'll put shapes, or I'll put Christmas, or whatever it may be. Label that. we're always gonna have these themes and these makers and all that. So instead of using paper like this or cardstock that's going to eventually wear out, I laminate them. So I take my 8.5 piece of paper, just copy paper. It can be cardstock, whatever you want, whatever's cheapest. Put it in the laminator, run it through, and then just cut it in half. Then I take my labeling machine, label. That way I can peel those on and off if I needed to. If I decided to go a different direction as far as how I want to keep them. Then, so you have your piece of paper like this with the label, and this goes behind or in front, however you want to do it, and this will say Spellbinders. Then I alphabetize everything. So I have my all in Create, I have my Christmas, I have my Easter, so on and so forth, and then I have my Spellbinders. So I can look right up here at the top, and then start flipping through that. So that stands up, and this is the perfect height because 99% of your dies are not going to be taller than this. Now you may have a few, what's the brand from across the pond? Tonic. Tonic has a lot of big dies. They have their own bin because they don't fit in anything. They're just huge. So this is how I like to do this. I also do my stamps, a lot of my stamps this way. Most all of my stamps. And I keep my stamps and my dies separate unless they're a pair, unless they do go together. Then I will keep them together. Labeled, visual, being able to flip through them, see exactly what you have, pull it and use it, go back, and then you know exactly where it goes back. This is the way I do it. I have all kinds of bins. I actually have some really long wire containers that I used in my bakery, and those are absolutely perfect. I put a piece of paper on the bottom since it's a heavy duty wire because I don't want this, over time with that wire, it's going to get mangled. So I just put a piece of heavy cardstock in the bottom, and so that way it has a smooth surface to rub up on. All right, so that's one way. If refrigerator bins are out of the question as far as cost, which it is an investment, you can use cardboard boxes, which are great. You can even, because they come in all sizes and shapes, you can even cut them down, make your own, add two together, cut the ends off, two of them, tape them together. Duct tape goes a long way, packing tape, and then you can decorate them. So for all your Christmas, your box can be decorated in Christmas wrapping paper, Christmas stamps, whatever you want to do. Halloween's the same way. Then you can decorate it. It's fun. It's pretty. It's more of a creative outlet. It's nice to look at. It's easy to find. Another thing that I found is really cool, and you can find these all over the place. Drawers. Now this happens to be, I have a large set. It was an architect's desk. So it has these long, thin drawers, and they fit under the tabletop. And I have those, I don't know how many sets I have of these. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drawers in each set, and then I have them stacked on top of each other. Just absolutely love these. But you can find these all over the place. Old piece of furniture you're going to throw away, take the drawers. You can use them depending on how deep they are. Use them to store your paper, your embellishments, whatever, and then just put these on your shelf. You can decorate the front. You can label the front. It's yours. It's what works for you. Another way to store dies, get this out of the way. Anna Griffin, which a lot of companies, there are Anna Griffin, I know Spellbinders, no, not Spellbinders, Sizzix. Here we go. Have magnetic sheets. If I could talk plain. They are an investment. If you have certain dies that you want to keep this way and the rest of them a different way, hey, these also have envelopes that you can slide these into. Sizzix has a folder, a storage folder. When these slide into the envelope, they have little holes that go into the storage container there. And then some of these, it's just the die sheet that has holes in it. All kinds of ways to do that. Anna Griffin has hers, magnetic sheets, and then she has a system that is, they call them magazine holders, that style. It's a heavy cardboard, but it's the magazine style cardboard holders that you just put your dies onto this, and then you just stack them in the magazine holder, and then you can flip through and see them, which I like, and that's how I'm doing Anna Griffin. Hers is staying by herself because some of her large are really dies. Some of her dies are really large, and they don't fit in all my other bins. Plus, Anna Griffin is just one that I'm keeping under Anna Griffin, under the maker. Another thing I do is, these are a little on the pricey side. Is that gonna, let me just move those. I don't want to blind you there. Another thing you can do, and I have these listed in my Amazon, is, let me grab these magnetic sheets. They're adhesive magnetic sheets. They're 8x10s, and there's 25 in a pack. And they go a long, long way, because most of your dies are not going to be 8x10s. They're heavy, and they're not really rigid. Let's see how the microphone does with this noise. Get one of these out of the way here. Hang on, I got to put these down. Okay, so magnetic sheets. So you see they're pliable. So what I do with these, they have an adhesive on the back. So you just peel this sheet off. Hope that didn't mess you up there. I was moving my microphone. These are very easy to cut. So with a lot of my, where are you? Where did you go? My diamond press. Let me grab that. Okay, sorry about that. Diamond press has a great system. Okay, these are envelopes. They come, I think, 25 in a pack. They have labels that you can, write on. Usually your labeling machines, tack them on there, and then slide into the top of this. And then I found the perfect refrigerator bin, the perfect size for these. They're on my Amazon list. So you can put them up like this and then just flip through them, and you see the name up here. And again, you can put them by theme, alphabetical order, however you want to do it. But I don't want my dies flopping around. Now this one I didn't because I was in a hurry. Oops. These aren't sticking because they're on the paper. They do a little bit. But see the other ones up here? I mean, they're not coming off. These are not making great contact because the paper, I made apertures. That's why. Those are like that. I cut these to the size that I want. So if it's, just that many dies, then cut a piece that size. You can cut them lengthways, long ways. See this one I cut just a little piece off. Then don't throw this away. Use this because I might have another set that's all I need. Normally I take a piece of heavy cardstock, like 110 cardstock, and I will glue this on there, which it already has the adhesive. So it makes it more rigid. It's still going to bend a little bit, but it makes it a lot more rigid. I just, like I said, wanted to get these out of the way, so I didn't do that yet. And then I just take and slide these down in there, and they're not going anywhere. You can do the same with, which I do a lot of these too, with these Avriel. Cut it to size, or cut it to the size of your die. Again, mount it on the heavy cardstock. Already has a sticker on there. And then just take and slide these down into the envelope. And then again, you can flip through them and see everything. Love these. You don't have to, have diamond press dies and stamps to use these envelopes. You can buy these envelopes and use them with whatever you have. These are fantastic. Again, it has the label. I just haven't done this one yet. It's a brand new one. I was looking for one that I did. They're all put away nice and neat. But anyway, I just wanted to show you a few examples of ways to store your dies. Again, it is all you. It is all how you craft, how you think. This is just to, help you out a little bit, get you to thinking. Because a lot of us have stuff just thrown into boxes, and then you forget that you don't use it. And we need to use what we have. And that's why we buy it, right? All right, well, that was just a few tips on how I store my dies. Again, and the information, you go to my Amazon list, you'll see the magnetic sheets, you'll see the refrigerator bins, if you're interested in any of those. Again, depending on the room that you have, the budget that you have, but just make it creative, make it yours, make it fun. So, if you have any questions, let me know, and let me know how you store your dies. Until next time, bye for now.